Hey, hello, how are ya? How the bloody hell are ya? You're listening to Drag Race Down Under vs. The World review on I've Always Said That with your host, Brad Buckland. Now, it is our first full episode without Raven and US. Did we survive? Yes, we did! Oh my god, would you look at that? No, it is obviously a big presence being gone with Raven and Nicole going in one episode. Like, they just went, gone. So, changes the dynamics a lot. There's obviously gone from 3 US girls to 1 US girl, just Lala. It is now 5 and 4 for Down Under Queens versus the World Queens. So the dynamic is very different. So let's get into it. They come into the room after Nicole's elimination, and it is sad. It is really sad to see Nicole go. I was very excited to see some more of her. I wanted her on more than just a couple episodes. It would have been really good. It would have been amazing to see her do Snatch Game. I feel like Nicole would have thrived at Snatch Game. Are you kidding me? She would have been so funny. But alas, it was not meant to be. Devastated, really, truly. So they come in, Nicole's gone home, and everyone's kind of looking around the room being like, really noticing that it is 5v4. Like, it's a little bit crazy. They all sit down and Art says to Coco that she was never going to be sending her home. And I'm like, these are things... Cut to Bendela and All Stars 3 about Morgan McMichaels. These are things that are valid, but should stay in your head. Why are you saying this out loud? She's basically like, I want to protect the Down Under girls and keep the best of the best competition. And I'm like, you just want to challenge. Why are you painting an even bigger target on yourself by saying you're going to protect your Down Under girls? Cuts to Vibe in the confessionals, and she's like, there is no formal allegiance. And it's true. There's not been a lot of conversation around alliances and such so far. But now, with it being so obvious, it's kind of like the Down Under girls are going to protect each other, especially when they have the majority. Cut to the producers this episode. Floor reveals her lipstick. And it is Lala. No, that was funny. That was a good moment. She chose Nicole as well. And yeah, I didn't see either of them really choosing Coco. I would have been pretty shook if they did. And I'm glad Coco got to stay. I'm glad we get to see more of Coco and how she's evolved and get to do Snatch Game again. So that'll be good. It's a new day in the workroom. All the queens come in and it is time for the Snatch Game. Woo! Very interesting group of queens to be doing Snatch Game. Obviously, there's a lot of trauma around Snatch Game, especially for Art Simone. She's got a lot to prove this time around. Lala, she did the Snatch Game of Love. Oh, on All Stars 8. She didn't do original Snatch Game. Yeah, very interesting. I think Vibe's gonna do pretty well, and I'm really unsure. I feel like it's a very big wild card season of Snatch Game. I think Michael's gonna do really well. I would be shook if Michael did anything but well, especially going against some of these queens, you know? So let's just get right into it, shall we? Snatch Game. First time, well, Michelle hosting Snatch Game, I think it was a nice change up. I think because they're obviously doing less Snatch Game in the US, so it's kind of nicer to see Snatch Game, especially on the international. And they've also got more resources and choices to pull from like different cultures and everything. So it's a lot more dynamic, I feel like, Snatch Game, especially overseas. So it's great to see. First up, we've got Vibe. And she is Bette Midler. She's great. The look's on point. Very, very funny. She volleys very well. She's very Vibe in this. I think this was a great choice for her. And I think she did phenomenally. Then we've got Nikita. Nikita does Mary Jane, aka the Marijuana. An embodiment. We've seen characters like this before. The one that comes to mind is Evie Oddly as the Boogie Monster, Tsunami Muse as the Tooth Fairy. Like personifying these more like ideas or fictional moments, or even this as a substance. You kind of know from the start it's not really going to go anywhere. I don't know how you would make this funny. I really don't. And it was all one note. I thought she had a very quick quip on her first line, and then it just went. You could just tell she just went into her head and then never came out. And it was really, really unfortunate to see and hard to watch. And I was like, oh, Nikita. Sad. Very, very sad. Then we've got Australia Extravaganza, and she is Charo. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. You have to. You gotta do it, you know? You gotta do it. She was also asking Floor beforehand, who did Charo on her original season, what not to do because Floor flopped. And Floor's like, why would I be giving you advice? I flopped, and also you're my competition, so... Australia was good. I didn't think she got a lot of airtime in the Snatch Game, but she definitely hit the marks. She did the coochie. I thought the funniest part is when she just went, just one coochie coochie, just a coochie. I was like, that got me. That was really good. That was really, really funny. Then we have Floor as Rowan Atkinson, aka Mr. Bean. Never thought I would see Mr. Bean on the Snatch Game. I'm kind of glad I did. The look, impeccably on point. Like, Floor's makeup skills and just like her body matter, like the hunch and the face and really, really, really good. Not funny though. In the slightest. And I was like, I had a lot of potential. I had a high hope for this performance. But it didn't go anywhere. It didn't have much to it. They said in the critiques, like, if you were silent the whole time, that would have been funny. And I'm like, wouldn't have been though? I don't really necessarily agree that it would have been funny if it was just silent the whole time. Like, how do you, like, Mr. Bean has his, like, sound. He's like, oh, Teddy. I don't think she said Teddy once. I may have missed it, but I didn't hear her say Teddy. So that's the only line that I would think she could say. But then she also gets changed halfway through and she's like, I'm a drag queen. Like, find your inner self and blah. And I'm like, this is just going off the rails. I was like, this is like, it could have been almost salvageable as just Rowan on his own. I mean, not really. It was always, but then just doing that was just like the final nail in the coffin. I'm like, oh, Floor, she's really gone on a roller coaster this season. She's up and down and all around. Like, it's, girl, feel for you. Then we have Lala Ree as Rick James, American singer-songwriter. I didn't know a lot about Rick James, but in the Snatch Game, you don't need to know a lot about the person. Just make them funny. Lala was very over the top, very femme, very like mama. And it was great. I thought she was funny. Definitely not a highlight, but it definitely wasn't a flop. And I think in Snatch Game, that's a lot of these queens' hope, is just like, please don't let me flop. Please. That's all I ask for. And I can't blame them. I would be in it too. I don't want to do Snatch Game ever. So props to them, and Lala doing it twice and not being an absolute flop. Slay. I thought it was funny. It had its moments. Again, wasn't big in the edit, not overly memorable, but funny, and she's done it well. So, slay. Oh. Then we've got Michael Maruli as Tim Curry, aka Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Great choice. So good. Surprised. I don't think anyone's done it before. Really great choice. The makeup. Oh my God. Her face is like sculpted in that, like in the black and white artistry. She's got the kind of like burlesque number that he has on towards the end of the show. So perfect in the look. Funny as well. I thought Michael did a really good job in this. The vocal was like, I can't even, no, that's more Mr. Bean. But I thought Michael did really well. Again, not big in the edit of what we got to see. I wanted to see more of Michael because I thought he was really funny. So that was a shame that we didn't get to see more. Whether there just wasn't more to show in the edit, I doubt that. I really feel like Michael would have come with a fully formed character. So it would have been good to see a little bit more. Then we have Miss Jade So, the incredibly gorgeous Miss Jade So, and she decided to do the universe. The concept of the universe at Snatch Game, because you know she's very into her goddessa moment. She's very into her spirituality, which we love. And I actually really think the universe could have worked really well. I think there is a lot that you can do with it to make it funny and just kind of like stir shit up. Did someone do Mother Nature once? I feel like someone did Mother Nature. Same sort of vibe, but I think you could definitely make this funny. Unfortunately, she did not. This was not funny. It was kind of funny in the terms of like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what am I watching right now? There was a lot of, as Reese said, black hole, Big Bang, that sort of vibe. And you could tell she was kind of like flipping out a little bit in the chair, but she looks great. She looks like a sexy universe, so slay. But no, again, it didn't really have a point of view or go anywhere. And then we have Art Simone as Jane Turner, aka Kath from Kath and Kim. Hilarious, so funny. This was, I believe, what she was tossing up in doing on her original season of Drag Race, and she ended up doing Bindi Owen and Going Home. So it makes you wonder, what would have happened if she did Kath on her original season? What would have changed? Butterfly effect, you know? But this was knock out of the park. This was so incredible, so funny. She's been doing this character for years. She knows it in and out. Michelle loves the show of Kath and Kim. Who doesn't? If you haven't seen it, make sure you go watch it. Hilarious TV culture. This was great. Just absolute to a T, so hilariously funny. I can't give it high enough praise. Oh, Kimmy! Like, yeah. It was good. It was really, really good. Props to Art for getting over a trauma and just absolutely freaking slaying it. Then we have Coco Jumbo as Barry White. Again, didn't know who Barry White was. American singer-songwriter. Really played into that deep voice role. And I think that's all you need in Snatch Game, is you just pick one characteristic of the person you're playing and just like focus on that. And that's what I think Coco did really well. Like the deep voice, like masculine, like Michelle, like I'm gonna sleep with you, I love you so much, like that sort of vibe. Was it the funniest thing in the world? No, but it was definitely up there in the top. I think she did super, super well, redeemed herself once again. And yeah, overall, I thought it was like a fairly good Snatch Game. I mean, this bar for Snatch Game is on the floor lately. So anything that gets a couple chuckles, I'm like, oh, amazing. Slay the house down, boots. I can't believe I just did that. You're welcome. All right, so onto the runway. Category is tropical fruits. Love. I love a simple category. Slay. First up, we have Vibe, and she is Watermelon. I think she looks great. I think this is a really classic Vibe silhouette. It kind of reminds me of the orange look she did on her season. My only one note is something about the wigs throwing me off. I think if she like maybe put like a little bit of pink or red like streak in the hair, I think that could have been really fun. But otherwise, this is like a beautiful look. She looks incredible. Then we have Australia Extravaganza as Dragon Fruit. Oh my God, I love this look. This look is so good, so runway, so couture. It's amazing. She's got the purple corset. She's wearing like a full white bodysuit underneath with like the black dots on it to represent like the flesh of the fruit. Then she's got the purple corset with all the ruffles, the arms. She's got a big long cape with the ruffles on the end of the cape. And then she's got the green around like this big hat and everything. This is beautiful. This is like the best I've seen Australia look. She is up to her game so much, and I'm really liking her as a character on this season. I think she's doing super, super well. And this look is delectable, beautiful. Then we've got Floor, and she is Durian. It's like that spiky sort of looking fruit. Love this look as well. I mean, she needed a strong look to like have any hope of saving her after her Snatch Game performance. She looks great. It's kind of like businesswoman Durian. It's got like the cutout around the chest and the two cups in the front of the yellow and the different color. Her mug in this as well is perfect. I love the little suitcase. Saw recently that Marmalade from Drag Race UK actually made this look along with Michael Maruli's look for this runway. So we love that. We love bringing the family into the show. So that was great to see. Really like this look. I think it was done impeccably. Then we have Michael Maruli as Pomegranate. I don't love this look. I really, it's not my favorite. I don't like it. I think it looks a little bit bulky. It's kind of like a white dress with the red on it for the pomegranate and then this like big cape. It's giving very royal sort of moment. And then she's got these like random spikes coming, like she's bald, but then she's got these random spikes coming up at her head, which I think is like supposed to be like the sprout on the top of the pomegranate. I don't like it. Like it's not, I don't like the shape. I don't like the sprouts on the head. I think pomegranate could have been really, really fun, but I don't think it was executed. Like if there was like the beads that you get in the pomegranate, like the pomegranate seeds, I'm not seeing that anywhere, and I think that's like the main part of a pomegranate. Yeah, so that's what I think about that. Sorry. Nikita Aman. Oh, she looks so incredible. I had to make sure I knew what this fruit was because I hadn't heard of this fruit before. It's a tamarillo, which is like a tree tomato. I mean, besides what the fruit even is, this look, oh, so good. Her wig game, back. I did see somewhere that something happened to her wigs when she was coming to the show. Like they all got like knocked up or something. So that explains the Pussycat wigs, I guess. She looks incredible. She's got a full bodysuit on underneath, kind of like a gradient from like a reddy to an orange to a yellow down the bottom with some black spots. And then she's wearing this gorgeous corset with like this beautifully ruched, silky fabric. And then the hair is so gorgeous, like this sculptural hair going up with the tamarillo fruits hanging off of it. Easily her best look. Like she looks phenomenal, and this color palette is so beautiful. Like absolute stun. Then we have Lala Ree, and she is giving us a Kawano. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It is a horned melon. I'm like, okay, love. I do like the idea of this outfit. I'm not sure if I'm in love with the execution. It looks a little bit arts and craftsy. I do love the little purse, like that is like sort of like a spiked melon. And I like the idea of the kind of chaps almost in the spikes. I think my issue is with like the body piece and the seeds sort of painted on. I think that's what I'm not loving. Not my favorite look from Lala, unfortunately. And another bald queen in this runway. Funny that. The more you know. Trend alert. Then we have Art Simone, and she is giving us a passion fruit. Oh, love a passion fruit. She comes out and she's in all purple, this kind of like sculptural coat moment. And I'm like, love, this is great. Obviously a reveal's coming because passion fruit, you need to see the inside. She takes it off and she's wearing like a cute but simple yellow sort of mini dress with all the black seeds over it. I like this. I would have loved if like the coat was lined in yellow or like that sort of fleshy color that passion fruit is. I think that would have really made it amazing because it's like, I mean, it actually, I see what she's done. I'm looking at a photo and she's like opening it and the inside is lined white. And I guess that is what the flesh of, like the inside skin of what the passion fruit is. Oh, I mean, she's right, but I still would have liked the yellow. Like she's done it right, I know, and I know I'm wrong. Yeah, I kind of just want it to like be a bit messy, you know? That would have been really fun if some was like bits like coming out everywhere like passion fruit does. Like, what is this? I'm flopping my arms around everywhere. I thought that would have been really good, but still a slay look, and I really liked the coat. I thought the coat was beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, we rounded out with Miss Jade So, and she's giving us jackfruit. Oh my God, this look is so, who makes this? Who has the time and the skill to make this? Obviously, she's beautiful in the face. That's a given. You know I'm obsessed with Jade. This look is so big and grand, but it's not swallowing her up. I think because it's like so tightly fitted around her legs and her waist, and then she kind of flares at the bottom, and then she's got the big arms, and like, it's a big shoulder like back piece as well. But it all works and ties in really well together. And I love like when you look at her arms, like through the sleeves, it kind of looks like the inside of the jackfruit. The attention to detail in this is just immaculate. And whoever designed this and made it should be the best person in the world. They should be on Project Runway or whatever the hell. Not that that's gone well for Drag Race people at the moment, but anyway. A great runway overall. Now, Michelle called out the safe queens. The safe queens of the week are Australia Extravaganza, Michael Maruli, and Lala. I was a bit surprised with Michael being safe, but like the runway, I was like, not my favorite, so maybe that has something to do with it, but I think she could have definitely, if she was up there, I wouldn't have been surprised by any means. The tops of the week are Vibe, Art, and Coco. Agreed. I was really happy Coco was up there. Did I think she was going to be up there? I think I was tossing up between her and Michael in the top. So I am still happy. Oh my God, I missed Coco in the runways. Sorry. Coco was the coconut. I thought it was a beautiful print on it, and she kind of kept it short and everything, which was really nice. And she had like the coconut flower in her hair. I think it was Michelle in the critiques says that if it was lined white or something on the inside of like the flesh of the coconut, that would have really elevated it because it wasn't necessarily giving coconut. And I completely agree. I think it's beautiful, but I think she somehow needed to bring the inside out of the coconut. I think that would have really made it go pop, you know? Yeah, so the tops of the week were Vibe, Art, and Coco. Love. Leaving the bottoms to be Floor, Nikita, and Jade, which I do completely agree with, sadly. And as soon as I see these tops and bottoms, I'm like, oh, I can see the writing on the wall. 100%. Obviously, out of these three, no matter what top two you choose, it's going to be two down under girls. Jade being in the bottom, she's got the best runway of the evening, so she's obviously going to be safe. And what do you know? We've got two down under queens in the top, Art, Simone, and Vibe, and then two down under queens in the bottom, Nikita, Aman, and Floor. Of course, this is just payback for what Art said at the start of the episode, saying, I'm going to protect my down under girls. You don't got a choice now, sister. What's she going to do? They go backstage to deliberate, and it's obviously very hard for them all. Art's very focused on who the biggest competition is, as in she wants to keep the biggest competition around. I'm like, well, that would be Floor, to keep Floor at this stage based on track record. And then Vibe's also wondering what to do with Nikita being her season 4 sister. So there's that dynamic as well. And then Art's also thinking about making sure Nikita has the chance to show herself off a bit more. So there's a lot that's going into it. In my mind, I'd choose, we'll get to that. I won't say it right away. Anyway, they come back out and the top two, Vibe and Art, lip sync to Physical by Dua Lipa. And I'm like, okay, we've seen this song so many times on Drag Race now. So I'm like, okay, I wonder if they've got a discount on it or it's already licensed under the Drag Race banner, you know? Obviously nothing's ever gonna be as good as Laganja and Trinity Cabernet on All Star 6. However, take it as it is and it's a fun performance. I was unsure about Vibe's lip sync look. She's kind of giving business. And I was like, business for a Dua Lipa song? Interesting, okay. And Art wore this massive wig. And I was like, is there a reveal under that? If there was no reveal, I wouldn't have been surprised. But I also was not surprised that there was indeed a reveal. And I was very happy to see what it was. She takes off the big wig and it is the Jane Turner Kath look, the tight, curly, permed, blonde wig. And she's dancing around like a little idiot. And it is really funny. It's the perfect example of taking something that was a success for you in the show and then reusing it in a way that can benefit you again. And I think from that moment on, it was oh, this is Art Simone's song. She's got this in the bag. And she does. Art Simone is declared the winner of this lip sync, winning her second challenge in a row and another $3,000 tip. So slay to her. And it is a full redemption for her from her being eliminated on her original season in Snatch Game. Love that for Art. So the bottom two come up and who's she gonna eliminate? And she ends up eliminating Nikita Aman. Very sad. I'm sad Nikita's going. I feel like we could have got so much out of her, but I think it was the right decision, even though this is Floor's second time in the bottom. She did just have a win, and you can really see that drive in her. And I know Nikita wants to be there really bad as well, but you got to make a decision at the end of the day. I saw on a podcast with Minnie Cooper and Max, the drag queen from Down Under, that after Nikita got eliminated, she just started going around Portugal taking photos. It was which you're not allowed to do because one, they don't know they're filming in Portugal, and two, I think it's a time period that you can't be on social media. And Nikita's I don't care. I'm taking photos. I'm in Portugal. And I'm like, love. Honestly, love that energy. A great episode. I've seen a lot of people kind of shitting on this season now because Raven and Nicole are gone. Grow up. Sorry. Enjoy the show for what it is. I still think it's been a great season so far. Yes, I'm sad Raven and Nicole are no longer competing, but this is what we've got. Support the drag queens. They're killing it. Let me know your thoughts on the episode. Comment down below. Leave us a review. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at I've always said that.pod. And can't wait to see you next time. Thank you. You're welcome. Love you. Bye.